Hello, everyone, and welcome. Lewis here with The Hit Life, where we bring you news, interviews, and more from all your favorite Southeast regional MMA promotions. Today, we're joined by Taylor the Raven Rowell, who fights out of Cannon 9 Muay Thai in Ocala, Florida, under Coach Glenn Cannon. Hello, Taylor. Welcome to The Hit Life.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, you're going into a title fight this weekend at Nature Coast Fight League against Mike Gingerilla Bruce for the heavyweight MMA championship title.
Yes,
How are
sir.
you feeling ahead of the bout?
Nervous as always. I mean, if you're ever not nervous, you're in the wrong sport. So,
This is your first title fight?
yes, sir.
And how has the training camp gone?
Not bad. We've all all of my teammates have been banged up here and there, but nothing majorly debilitating, and everything is cleared up pretty fast. So, training camp's been brutal, conditioning wise. Um, just staying on top of it, game planning pretty heavy, but it's been a good one. It's been the toughest training camp I've had, but it's been a good one.
And what about your combat sports background? When did you get started?
Um, my when I was in like high school, my dad just trained me up boxing a little bit for a while, and then kind of I did that for a little bit, stopped, played around with like taekwondo and stuff, and then a few years back, my coach Glenn is a good friend of mine, and he just taught me into coming into the gym just to hang around, and I kind of out of nowhere decided to pick up a short notice fight, jumped on it, and it was terrible. I was incredibly out of shape. The conditioning was way worse than I ever imagined, and so we got it done, kind of like a bucket list kind of thing, just to say I did it. And he was like, "Well, you did it, man. You're done. You can stop now." And I was like, "When's the next event?" And so it's just been kind of been addicting ever since then.
Um, so you have a heavy background with kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, but you're going into an MMA fight. What's your grappling like?
Nowhere near like I'd like it to be. Um, but I mean, I feel like that's we're all wanting to be a little bit better, anyways. Um, I've never actually been into a jujitsu dojo, anything like that. We've got a lot of guys in our on our team that have a solid ground background, so I work with them. Um, I'm not terrible, but I'm definitely not the best as far as ground game. I try to stay away from it if I can.
Uh, so you're going against Mike Gingerilla Bruce, which it's no secret he's a blue belt in jujitsu. So he's probably going to look to get it to the ground. What have you done in training to prepare for that?
Worked a lot of ground game. Hold up one sec. All right. Yeah. I've got a lot of one of my teammates, Danelle, he really wrestle heavy as far as pressuring me in there. A couple other teammates, Dustin Dixon, several guys that they're not necessarily specialists on the grounds, but they're very adequate as far as pushing me. So spent a lot of time out of every session stepping away from the bags and away from the mitt work and just going into takedown defense, scrambling out of bad positions. We basically said we're not shooting for any kind of submission offense. We want to work on getting out of submission, you know, getting back to feet, getting in advantageous positions, just basically last or worst case scenario, getting out of things kind of stuff.
Um, let's talk about your gym, Cannon 9 Muay Thai.
Yes,
What's
sir.
it like training under Coach Glenn Cannon?
Oh, it's awesome. We're so his fight team is Canine Muay Thai. We train out of 12 rounds boxing in Ocala, run by a wonderful lady named Miss Joyce. So she brought him in, and I trained with him at a different location before that. We've been friends for years. I actually took off and moved to Oregon for about a year. Came down midway through my time up there to take a last minute fight for combat night with Justin Henslin. That was a Muay Thai one. So when I come back, he had already moved into this new location. He brought me in, and we went from when I left, we had maybe three, four guys in the gym. Now we've got solid 10, 12, depending on the day. Guys from a lot of different backgrounds. So working underneath him has always been fun. It's a good friend of mine. Before I ever even started the combat journey, he was a good friend. But now just bringing it along to the other teammates, seeing how far my teammates are going. Same night as my fight with Mike, I have a teammate fighting a professional MMA fight in Tallahassee for combat night. So we're branching out, and it's fun being a part of that group.
Are there a few guys in the heavyweight weight class that you can roll with over there?
Not quite, none as large as myself. I walk around like 260, 265. We got some guys that come in that are 220. Guy that comes in, he's about 250, but we don't get him in as often as I'd like him to. He's real large kid named Cameron Douglas. He's about 6'6", 250-ish, depending on what he had for breakfast. So with when I get him in there, it's definitely nice. Other than that, I kind of have to make do with smaller guys, and then I just focus more on the technique and not try to use muscle or anything like that, of course.
So this Saturday, you'll be coming up into the fight pretty close to the 265 weight limit.
Oh yes, sir. I think I weighed in earlier at 264. And that was after actually eating today and all that. So I'm
Hmm.
definitely I'll be hovering in the 260, 265 range.
The good thing about training with smaller guys is you're training with guys that are faster, so you're ready for the speed.
Yeah, and the cardio. The cardio is
Mm.
it's a nightmare training against some of the guys we have, whether it's kickboxing rounds, MMA rounds, regular boxing, ground round. It doesn't matter. They can roll and strike all day. So by the time I start getting tired is when they start dropping some sweat, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I got another 20 minutes to go.
Are
It's
you
good.
ready to go all 3 rounds if needed?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna be tired, I'm sure, within a round and a half, just from pure exhaustion and exertion. But I mean, anytime you're stepping into that situation, your brain has you ready to go for it. I mean, your brain will carry you through as long as you control it properly.
Have you had matches in the past that have gone to decision?
Oh yeah, I've had one kickboxing bout that went the full length, and then I had an MMA match for the Leo code. That one ended about a minute left in the third round, and
Mm.
then I had that one with Justin Henslin. There was 10 seconds left on the clock when he got the TKO. 10, 12 seconds somewhere in there. It was right at the end of the third round. So I haven't had one not make it to the third round so far.
So if you go in and you win this championship belt, are you going to stick with MMA, or is that your goal ultimately to go into MMA professionally, or are you going to switch back to kickboxing? What's the ultimate goal?
Ride the train as long as I can. I mean, I feel like if I have the belt, I'm obligated and compelled to try to defend it. So I'll definitely, if I take the belt, I'll definitely be back for a defense at the very least. I'm okay with MMA. I am realistic though, and I know my ground game's not up to par with a lot of these other guys. So size, strength, and heart can only take you so far once you start getting up there in levels of competition.
Hmm.
So I don't think that a professional MMA is going to be on the table for a good while. Possibly kickboxing though, I definitely feel a lot more comfortable in that.
Hmm.
So I guess it just depends on the opportunities that pop up, what my coaches and teammates think, because I take their input with everything. They see me from the outside perspective, so if they feel like I'm ready for a certain thing, I take it. If they don't, I won't. So
All right. Hold on just a second here.
What
All right.
up?
All right, Taylor, I got a surprise for you. And
Hey, what's up?
it's not a date for Valentine's. It's your date for this Saturday at the
how you
Citrus
doing, brother?
County Auditorium.
What's up,
Big Mike
dog?
Jadrillo, welcome to the show.
What's up, Lewis? How you doing, bro?
Good. Thank you so much for coming in here. So, Mike, have you watched Taylor Rowell fight before?
Actually, I haven't seen any footage on him, but me and him have talked a little bit. There's not much video or anything on him, but I appreciate him taking this fight, man, because a lot of people wouldn't, you know?
Oh, dude, I know how it is, man. It's you get guys that'll pull immediately. You get guys that'll
Oh,
think about it and then they take off.
it's
I know.
happened to me so many times, bro. Like I was with the promoter we're fighting for this weekend, Don Kilo. I was supposed to fight at one of his shows. One dude didn't show up to weigh-ins, and then they got me a replacement opponent. And when I had my hands wrapped in the locker room right before I walked to the cage, he left the venue and he never came back.
It makes you sick to your stomach. You waste so much
Yeah,
time, man, and it's
I've been
expensive.
training. Yeah, I've been training hard, man.
Heck yeah.
Ready to go.
I'm excited, man.
I love
It's
it.
gonna be fun.
Yes, sir.
Mike, what have you done to prepare for Taylor's striking?
Been training with a lot of my guys. My boy that just fought in PFL this last weekend, Ras. He just fought in the main event of the PFL card. I've been training with Will Tarpley, aka Trey, who fights for CFFC. He's like a 280-pound heavyweight, just big, just putting it on me. Like as you can see right now, I got 2 black eyes at the moment. I've been training very hard, man, very hard.
And how do you compare Mike to your previous opponent, John Lopez?
You mean how you said how do I compare Mike? You talking about Taylor?
Taylor, yes, I'm sorry.
I don't know. There's a height difference. One's a wrestler. One, I'm pretty sure Taylor's a striker. And like, I jumped up very high in the competition to fight John. To be honest with you, man's really good. He's one of the top-rated heavyweights. And I feel like for the first part of the fight till I got caught, I was doing very well on my feet with him. But shit happens, you know.
And Taylor, do you think that Mike will be the toughest opponent that you faced?
He'll be running a close second. I mean, obviously, I haven't been in with him yet, so foresight's not as good as hindsight. Justin Henslin in that kickboxing bout. That
dude's a beast. Yeah,
that guy was an animal. That was he was fast. He was evasive. He was strong. So Justin right now has got it. Mike definitely has the opportunity to change my mind, especially adding the variable of the ground game. That's tough in and of itself.
That's my bread and butter.
Yeah, having to prepare for somebody who can take you to the ground, who can do things on the ground, as opposed to having to prepare for someone who's only allowed to punch, kick, and knee. It's a lot harder. So I think that he'll probably end up being the toughest opponent I've had to deal with. At the moment, though, it's going to go to Justin Henslin.
I don't blame you on that, homie. Dude's a beast.
Animal.
Taylor, do you think you deserve this championship belt more than Mike?
I mean, that's all subjective. I'm going to say I do. He's also going to say he does.
Absolutely.
I see it from his Fed, but I don't see what he does in his camps. I don't see what he goes through in his daily life. Family things, financial things, whatever it may be. We all have things that take us down, knock us down pegs, and we feel like we need a break sometime. And in the sport that we're in, it'll beat you down physically and mentally. So I think I deserve it, and I have no doubt that Mike right now is thinking that he deserves it, and it's on both of us to go in there and prove it. And
whoever earns it deserves it, you know?
Exactly, man.
All right, so you guys are going into a championship fight this Saturday. But before that, I want to know who's the better man in trivia right now. I put together Hit Life Trivia, 5 rounds, championship round. So let's see who wins it right now. If you know the answer, go ahead and say it. You only get one chance. And if it's wrong, the next man gets the answer. All right, ready, guys?
Yeah.
Round 1, geography. What is the name of the world's largest ocean?
That's the Pacific Ocean.
Pacific.
Correct. Taylor gets round 1.
He got me. Yeah, he got me.
All right, round 2, guys.
Not fair. I get punched in the head all the time.
Exactly. My memory shot.
Yeah.
Round 2, social studies.
Oh.
What geometric shape is the stop sign?
Octagon.
I'm gonna give that. That's a draw. That's a draw.
Yeah.
It's an octagon. It's the octagon. All right.
Fair.
So round 3, science. What is the nearest planet to the sun?
Mercury.
Correct. Mike has round 3. All right, we got a tie, guys, going into round 4. Round 4, history. What acronym was commonly used for the year 2000 software problem that many
Y2K.
Correct. That many thought would cause computers to shut down. Mike has round 4. All right, here we go. Last one, round 5. You got to get this one, Taylor.
All right, let's do it.
It's sports.
Oh, shit. There we go.
Who was the highest paid athlete in the world in the year 2022?
Conor McGregor.
Incorrect.
Floyd Mayweather.
Incorrect.
No, he gets to go. He
Taylor.
gets to go. I'm pretty sure it was Connor.
Was it Ronaldo?
Incorrect.
I thought it was Connor on the Forbes list last year. Pretty sure.
The highest paid athlete in the world in 2022 was Leo Messi.
Okay, that
I
makes
knew it was a soccer player. I just didn't know if it was
more
him or
sense.
Ronaldo.
All right, so that's 2-1.
Hey,
Mike Gingerilla Bruce,
almost got it
you
though.
won
He
the
almost
Hit
got
Like
it. He
Trivia
almost got it.
Challenge. But
Where's my championship belt for trivia?
I'll have to make that one
Where's
for you.
where's the Hit Life trivia belt?
We gotta play. We gotta play Jeopardy after the fight to see how well we do.
Anything? How about this, Mike? What would you like to say to Taylor before you guys face off on Friday?
I respect him for taking this fight. I think we're both gonna go in there and give it hell, and may the best man come out on top. I'm trying to go in there and hurt him. He's trying to go in there and hurt me. So let's fucking do this, man. Let's get this shit popping Saturday.
All right, Taylor, you're up. What would you like to say to Mike?
I mean, I'm excited. I appreciate the opportunity. It's a big one, and I can't wait to put on a show for the fans. One of us walks out with a belt. Hopefully, we both stay safe, stay relatively injury free. I hope you get hurt in between the rounds. You're healed up by the time we get it out the cage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Just stay safe, have fun. Let's enjoy our night, man. It's a big night for both of us.
Get a beer afterwards.
Exactly.
Watch Taylor Rowell and Mike Bruce fight for the Nature Coast Fight League Heavyweight Championship at Citrus County Auditorium in Inverness, Florida, this Saturday, February 18th. Find them on Facebook and Instagram. Give them a follow. Give Nature Coast Fight League a follow. Thank you so much for doing this, guys, and I'll see you Saturday.
We appreciate you.
All right.
Man.
All right. Appreciate you, man. See you later. See you Saturday, homie.
All right. Stay safe, brother.
Yes, sir.
If you enjoyed this interview, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel to get more.